Ready to talk English easily? Hit subscribe for helpful advice and fun ways to practice. Growing up, I was the kind of person who played it safe. I rarely took risks, thinking that avoiding failure meant success. But over time, I realized that I wasn't truly living, I was just existing. Then came Emily. She taught me a lesson that would change my life. The mindset to win isn't about avoiding failure. It's about embracing challenges with everything you have. Emily and I met through mutual friends, and something about her caught my attention instantly. She had this confident, determined energy about her that made people believe in themselves. Emily was a talented artist, but it wasn't her skill alone that made her stand out. It was her attitude, the way she looked at each challenge as an opportunity rather than an obstacle. Watching her work was like seeing someone who truly believed in herself, and it made me wonder if I could ever feel the same way. One evening, I asked Emily how she stayed so focused and positive, even when things went wrong. She smiled and said, "It's not about getting everything perfect. It's about giving your best, learning from mistakes, and moving forward." She spoke of challenges she had faced, from harsh critiques to personal setbacks, and yet, her mindset remained unshaken. "The way I see it," she said, "is every experience, whether good or bad, adds to who we are. I want to grow, not just win." Inspired by her words, I decided to adopt this win mindset. I started taking on challenges I'd usually shy away from. At work, I volunteered for projects that pushed my limits. In my personal life, I tried new activities, like public speaking, something I'd always been terrified of. With every attempt, whether successful or not, I began to feel a shift within me. I was gaining confidence, learning to view failure as a step toward success rather than the end of the road. Over time, Emily and I grew closer, and she became my biggest supporter. Whenever I doubted myself, she reminded me to focus on the process, not the outcome. She would say, "If you learn from it, you never truly lose." Her words helped me stay resilient, to keep moving even when things got tough. There was one particular project at work that tested everything I'd learned. It required long hours, creativity, and a willingness to accept criticism. I failed more times than I can count, but with each setback, I reminded myself of Emily's words. I kept pushing, adjusting, and improving. And when the project finally succeeded, it wasn't the outcome that brought me the most joy. It was the realization that I had grown and persevered. Looking back, I realize how much that mindset has changed me. I no longer see life as a series of successes and failures, but as a journey of growth. I thank Emily every day for teaching me that winning is about resilience, courage, and learning. Her presence in my life helped me find my strength, and for that,
I'm forever grateful. Moral.
true success is about embracing challenges, learning from setbacks, and growing. A winning mindset isn't about perfection but about resilience and self-belief. As my journey continued, Emily remained a constant source of support and inspiration. Our connection deepened, and I felt like I was learning more about myself with every moment spent by her side. But life, as it often does, presented me with a new test, one that would force me to put everything I'd learned to practice. One evening, Emily shared a decision that shook me. She had been offered a life-changing opportunity to work overseas with a renowned art gallery. I knew it was everything she had ever dreamed of, and yet, selfishly, I felt a pang of sadness. The idea of her leaving was hard to accept, but deep down, I knew that a true winner supports the dreams of others, even if it means facing the unknown. Emily, sensing my struggle, took my hand and said, "You taught me as much as I taught you. Don't forget, the mindset to win isn't about clinging to comfort. It's about letting go, embracing change, and trusting the journey." Her words reminded me that part of my growth was learning to let go, to believe in both myself and in her ability to thrive. As she prepared to leave, we promised to stay connected. I decided to channel the lessons she'd taught me into my own life. I no longer had her constant encouragement, but I could feel her influence guiding me. I set new goals, took on new challenges, and even began mentoring others who struggled with self-doubt, sharing the wisdom Emily had given me. Months went by, and with every step, I felt the strength of my own resilience. Then, one day, Emily surprised me with a letter. She wrote about her adventures, the highs and lows, and how everything she faced reminded her of the mindset we'd built together. At the end of the letter, she wrote, "Thank you for believing in me, for teaching me to never settle. We both carry a winning mindset, and because of that, we'll always be connected, no matter where life takes us." Reading her words, I felt an overwhelming sense of gratitude. Emily and I had transformed each other's lives in ways that words could hardly capture. Even though we were apart, our connection remained, reminding me of my own strength and potential. From that moment on, I knew that a winning mindset isn't about holding on to people or things. It's about letting them inspire you and believing that, no matter the distance, the lessons live on within you. Emily and I may have been on separate paths, but the impact we made on each other's lives would last forever.
Moral.
A true winning mindset embraces change, celebrates growth, and cherishes connections that inspire and uplift. True strength comes from within, allowing us to face new challenges with courage and self-belief, no matter where life leads us. Let's enrich our vocabulary with some new words. Constant, something that stays the same, unchanging. Example, Emily was a constant source of support and inspiration. Source, where something comes from. Origin. Example, Emily remained a source of encouragement for me. Opportunity, a chance to do something, a situation that allows for growth or change. Example, Emily was offered a life-changing opportunity to work overseas. Renowned, well-known, famous, or respected. Example, she had the chance to work with a renowned art gallery. Clinging, holding on tightly, not letting go. Example, winning isn't about clinging to comfort but embracing change. Embrace, to accept something willingly or with open arms. Example, Emily taught me to embrace challenges and trust the journey. Comfort, a feeling of ease or relaxation. Absence of struggle. Example, letting go of comfort allowed me to grow. Channel, to direct or focus energy or effort toward something. Example, I channeled Emily's lessons into my own life. Encouragement, support or motivation given to help someone believe in themselves. Example, without her constant encouragement, I had to find strength within myself. Self-doubt, lack of confidence in oneself or one's abilities. Example, I began mentoring others who struggled with self-doubt. Resilience, the ability to recover from difficulties. Inner strength. Example. With each step, I felt the resilience Emily had helped me build. Letter. A written message, usually sent to someone far away. Example. Emily surprised me with a heartfelt letter about her experiences. Adventures. Exciting experiences or journeys, often involving risks. Example. Emily wrote about her adventures, facing both highs and lows. Settle. To accept something less than what one desires or deserves. Example. Emily thanked me for teaching her to never settle for less. Gratitude. Definition. A feeling of thankfulness or appreciation. Example. I felt an overwhelming sense of gratitude after reading her letter. Cherish. Definition. To hold something dear. To value it greatly. Example. I learned to cherish connections that inspire and uplift. Strength. Definition. Physical or inner power. Ability to handle challenges. Example. True strength comes from within, allowing us to face new challenges. Inspire. Definition. To motivate or encourage someone to feel or do something positive. Example. Connections that inspire us can stay with us, no matter where we are. Impact. The effect or influence something has on a person or situation. Example. The impact we had on each other's lives would last forever. Self-belief. Confidence in one's abilities and worth. Example. Emily helped me build a self-belief that allowed me to grow. I hope you loved the story as much as I enjoyed sharing it. Don't forget to subscribe for more great stories. Come back soon, and until then, keep spreading kindness.